Hi everyone, Patchwork Ninja here. Thank you very much for taking your time and watching these fantastic tutorials today. We understand everyone's busy, so this time, this tutorial, you can watch it in your time. And also this month, we picked the fast and fabulous project. We have a fantastic Japanese shoe pouch, so you can put your sunglasses in. Another project is Bonbori case. Bonbori means Japanese light stand. The hook is attached to this one, so like just you can attach to your handbags, and also like just using the 10 centimeters of zippers, like you can fit into little things in there. That will be perfect for like just for example, you know, like just your plastic bags. Probably you can chuck in there like just maybe 5 or 6 of rubbish bags in there. We are using Japanese YKK top quality 12 centimeter zippers and 10 centimeter zippers for those projects. But I understand what you are thinking right now. It's small and fiddly and we are using zippers. No, that's not my cup of tea. Don't worry about it. Like if you are scared of sewing zippers or if you're staying away from sewing zippers, this is your last day. Because we are conquering your zipper phobia using 2 of our fantastic nifty ninja notions. So after mastering this, you can sew your zippers comfortably and it helps you to make those projects within 60 minutes. And after watching this, you have no room for mistakes, so let's get it started. Let's have a look at the materials in the kit. Kit is a great start because it has got everything you need to make one shoe pouch. 12 cm zipper, double-sided iron-on fusible MF tape, which helps you to sew zipper really easily, plastic shell, wadding black fabric, and Japanese fabric for exterior. Please see the instruction for the measurement detail. To begin with, make sure your fabrics are pressed flat. Cut out your paper pattern pieces. On the wrong side of the printed fabric, trace one template A. Transfer all the pattern markings. Cut out with a 7mm seam allowance added to this line. You will also need to trace one 9.5 cm circle for the decorative flower template C, which you will cut out on the line. No seam allowance needed to be added to this template. Cut 2 of template B, which is the sole of the shoe. Please be mindful, these needs to be mirror images, so you can cut them individually and flip the pattern for the second piece. Or perhaps you can double the fabric over and cut them out together. Because we've been marking on the black fabric, it's very useful to use one of our fantastic ninja nifty notions, iron charcoal pen. This is a heat erasable pen. You can erase those lines using the iron. Whenever you add the heat, the line disappears. So that will be really helpful if you want to use it for your quilting lines where you don't want to really wash your quilting lines. Copy all the markings again to both pieces. These will be used to match up the pieces to template A. From your lining fabric, you will also need to cut one rectangle 3.5 cm by 14 cm for the heel strip, and one 3.5 cm circle from template D, which is for your self-covering button. Don't add seam allowances to these pieces. From your fusible wadding, you need to cut one template B, which needs to be fused to the wrong side of your lining fabric with a medium dry iron. On your printed fabric pattern A piece, carefully snip into the inner V corners. With your iron, press the seam allowance to the wrong side of the fabric along the inside of pattern A. Now, flip this press pattern over. Place right side up onto the glue side of your fusible wadding and fuse with a medium dry iron. Cut out closely around the edge of the printed fabric. Press again to make sure the glue has melted. And you can make your fusing properly, especially around the edge. Turn this fused piece over and place the template A on top of the wadding, making sure to line up the inner straight edges. Transfer the pattern markings and the outer seam edge line. Do you find sewing zippers really challenging because these zippers are moving around when you try to stitch? We are using fantastic nifty notions called MF tape. It's double-sided fusible tape. So the idea is just fusing your fabrics onto your zippers before stitching up so that you don't need to pinning. Place strips of MF tape along the 3 inner edges where the zip will be placed. Press gently with your iron. Let it cool for a moment and then remove the paper strips. Now you can see the adhesive along the edge where the zippers was supposed to be sewn. Place the zipper right side up with the zipper pull closest to you. Line up the top of the V with the stopper of the zip. Press the longer sides onto the zipper and using your iron, gently adhere the tape to the zipper. This will help the zipper stay in place while you are top stitching the layers together along the edges. Don't worry if there is a little bump at the top. This will round out once the shoe is shaped. Take the fabric lining piece, pattern A, and trim into the V corners the same as you did to the outer printed fabric. Press the seam allowance over again with your iron. Press strips of MF tape along the edges with your iron. Remove the paper strips again. Now we can join the 3 layers together. Flip the outer and wadding piece over so the wadding is on the top and with the lining piece wrong side facing down. Line up the edges of the lining along the edge of the zipper piece. Press gently with your iron to adhere the glue on the MF tape to the zipper. Attach your zipper foot to your sewing machine. You can now top stitch along the folded edges of the fabric. Sew slowly and use your awl to ease the fabric, especially around the V. The next step is to fold the shoe in half along the zipper. With the lining sides together, line up the short heel ends. Sew down along the short seam. Trim any overhanging wadding fabric or zipper bits. The heel strip is next. Take the strip and fold it in half with the long sides together and press. Open and fold the two long sides towards the center fold and press again. The last step is to fold in half long sides together again and press. Swap your zipper foot for a walking foot if your machine has one, and top stitch along both long edges 2 mm from the edges. Take your shoe piece and finger press the back seam open flat. Check that the heel strip is slightly wider than the seam when opened. Trim any excess fabric and wadding if necessary. Starting at the bottom, line up the short edge of the strip with the bottom of the seam and pin in place. When you get to the top, create a small loop by folding the other end over and tuck it in behind the strip. Pin this in place too. Hand sew along the edges to hold in place, starting at the top of the heel strip. Make sure the edges of the seam underneath are covered. Do you find these hand sewings really fiddly? Use our fantastic sharpest ever ninja needles in Japan. These ones the needles all Japanese artisans are using to make really fiddly needlework. Open the zipper and turn the shoe so the lining side is facing outwards. Take the sew with the wadding attached. And line up the markings at the top and the bottom of the shoe. Pin these in place, then put pins around the base of the sole, matching the other markings on the sole and shoe up. Turn the shoe so the wadding is facing up and sew around the marked line to join the top and bottom shoe pieces together. To add the other shoe sole, place the shoe with the attached sole facing down and pick up the second lining fabric pattern B. You are going to place this on top of the shoe with the markings on the outside so you can see them, sandwiching the shoe upper between the two soles. Line up the marks on the toes and pin them together around the edges. When you sew around the edges, leave a gap for turning along one side of the shoe. Using this small opening, turn the shoe right side out. This is why it is good to remember to leave the zipper open. With your finger, push the seams out as flat as possible. To close the turning gap, flip the shoe so the lining sides to the outside again and hand sew the opening closed. Again, our fantastic sharpest needles ever in Japan, Ninja needles, are highly recommended for this step. This is the main shoe finished. To make the ohana flower decoration, take the 9 cm circle and using our fantastic ninja needles and black heavy duty wax thread, thread your needle with a double thread. Fold the small 7mm seam allowances to the wrong side and sew a line of running stitches around the edge. Don't tie off the thread yet. Gather the stitches evenly around the circle. And when you are happy with the gather, tie it off by pushing the needle through the gathered hole and tie off on the other side. This will create a small round yo-yo. To make the covered button, begin running stitches around the raw edges of the 3.5 cm circle. No seam allowance is needed, as this would make it too bulky. Again, leave the tail of the thread and pass the needle through this loop. Once you have done the running stitches around the edge, place the plastic button in the middle of the fabric. Then gather the fabric neatly around the edge, easing the wrinkles out around the edge of the button. Tie the gathers off by taking a couple of small stitches to hold in place and knot. This can be attached to the flower by slip stitching around the edge of the button to the flower. To attach the flower to the shoe, hold the button in place at the bottom of the zip. And take small stitches around underneath the flower and into the top of the shoe. Tie off, knot and trim the thread, and you will have finished your shoe. Bonbori mini case is really fantastic. It's fast and fabulous project. You can use the leftover fabrics and turn into a fantastic mini case. You can fit your plastic bags, for example. You can carry them around for your shopping. 10 cm zipper is used for this project, and it looks very small and it does look fiddly, but we teach you how to make this one really easily within 60 minutes. These are the materials used for Bonbori case. You will need 6 different strips of fabric, 5 cm by 12 cm, and a lining fabric 30 cm by 12 cm, and also a 30 cm by 12 cm strip of double-sided Super Ninja web, a 10 cm zipper, and a small hook. And also, it's handy to use MF tape, that's double-sided adhesive tape, to make it easier to fuse your zippers before you start sewing. Let's fuse those fabrics. It's very easy to do if you're using one of those double-sided Super Ninja web, because you don't have to worry about making the linings separately. So you can fuse them up at the beginning, and then you don't have to worry about it afterwards. So that's a really fantastic tool. Our Super Ninja webs is much stronger than the other fusible webs because we got twice amount of adhesive attached onto this one compared to the others. That's a Japanese products. Let's see how we're going to use it. Lay a strip of double-sided super strong Ninja web, 12 cm by 30 cm. Adhesive side is facing up, so it has good glue, and place the lining fabric on top. We're going to press with a dry iron first, but we got the adhesive sticking out, so press the baking paper on top so it doesn't stick to your iron, yeah? And just dry iron first, just 5 to 10 seconds for each. Okay, and the Ninja Timber. All you have to do now is to take the paper off. Okay, now we took the paper off. You can find like that's a lots of adhesive. You can see the whole white bits like all over the place. Now we're going to start laying all the fabrics on top of this adhesive. It's time to do the steam iron properly. Do you remember before we peeling off the paper, we done the dry iron because we want to use it just for the time being, like because we need to take all the paper out. Now it's time to fuse those layers properly. So like we're going to do the proper steam iron, and after the steam iron, we're going to do the camphor oil properly. Okay, so let's do the steam ironing. Just doing quickly from right to left because I'm right-handed, yeah. And then from left to right, I'm coming back, and then as soon as I heat it with steam iron, put the Ninja Timbers right next to your steam ironing, and straight away taking the heat away. Don't make those apart because like we don't want to naturally cool down with this air. So quickly heat it up with 5 or 10 seconds, and Ninja Timber is going to take the heat away, yeah? Then change the surface because it gets really hot. Why I'm so potentate? Because if you do this properly, you're going to have a fantastic result. Look, this fusing is amazing. You never be worried about those strips are peeling off. Now it's time to cut those pieces in 6. Excellent. So now lining and outsides, those are fused properly, and then now it's ready to trace the pattern and then cut those petals from those 6 strips. Take your large template and place it in the middle of the fabric strip and trace around the edge. With a smaller template, center it in the middle of the large tracing and trace the outline. cut around the outer edge of the pedal shape. Lay your pedal shapes out in the order you like them, and group into 2 sets of 3 pedals. The Bonbori will be sewn into halves. Take 2 of the pedals, and with the exterior fabrics right sides together. Line up the points at the top and pin to hold in place. Find where the bottom 2 points meet, and pin this together too. Use a third pin to keep the side seams aligned. Use the walking foot on your machine if you have one. Begin to sew, making sure your needle starts right on the top point of the pedal seam allowance. Backstitch to make sure they stay together, and sew slowly along the curve, keeping the 2 edges aligned. When you get to the bottom, stop right on the point again and backstitch. With your third pedal, align the point of the pedal seam allowance with the point of the pair of pedals where your stitching begins. Pin together at this point. Repeat at the bottom and along the side again. Sew along the seam line, making sure to backstitch at the top and bottom points. Trim any threads. This is the first half finished. Repeat these steps to make the other half of the Bonbori case. The next step is to add your zipper. Cut 1 strip of MF tape the same length as the zipper, and then cut this half in lengthways, so you have 2 thin strips of tape. Using your iron, fold the seam allowance on one edge of each of the half cases to the wrong side and press. These are the 2 edges that zipper will be attached to. Press onto one side of the zipper and remove the paper. Place the zipper right side up and press the folded edge of the case onto the zipper along the length. Use your iron to help melt the glue to hold in place. Use a pin at one end if you need to help it stay in place, as this part is a little fiddly until the adhesive glue cools and holds the two pieces together. When you're happy with the first side, use your zipper foot on your machine to sew along the edge of the fabric to attach to the zipper. Back stitch at the top and bottom again. Repeat this for the second side. Use pins to align the points at the top and bottom and keep the ends of the zipper tab straight. Once you are happy with the placement, sew along the folded edges again. Using our fancy Japanese awl will help to guide the fabric under the foot smoothly. Trim the threads off. To join the last seam, align the points with the pin at the top, bottom, and along the side. Sew along the seam line and trim the threads at the end. Turn the Bonbori case through. You are nearly finished. It's time to gather the ends. First, open the zippers and turn the whole things inside out. We recommend using our super sharp ninja needles and heavy duty wax thread. Use as double thread for this process. Start at the zipper tape and put the needle into the tape and out where the point of the pedal is. Keep taking stitches through all the pedal points until you reach the other zipper tape side. When you reach the beginning, pull the thread of the starting stitch out a little and thread the needle between the two threads and then pull tight. Make sure the ends of the points and zipper tapes are not caught in the stitches and tie off tightly. Make sure to make extra stitches to secure. Repeat these steps for the other end. Turn your Bonbori through. The final step is to create a small loop with your wax thread to attach your hook to. At the end where your zipper head will be, use a double wax thread and starting from inside Bonbori at the top of zipper tape. Insert your needle and bring it to the outside where the points meet. Don't pull the thread all the way through and leave a little bit of the tail. Place the needle back into the Bonbori on the opposite pedal back to the inside. Our Ninja Needle Grabber is a very useful tool here as the layers can make it hard on your fingers to pull the needle through. Don't pull the thread fully through but create a very small loop. Pull the thread of starting stitch out a little and thread the needle between the two threads and then pull tight. So this is going to be very secure and your knot wouldn't be popped out. Also, don't pull the threads outside fully through and keep creating the very small loops. Use your awl to keep the 4 threads the same length as you are pulling it firm. Tie off the thread inside the case. Attach your hook and your Bonbori case is finished. These would make lovely Christmas tree decorations or to place a small gift in for a loved one at any time of the year. Hopefully you have learned a lot from today's lesson. It is really fantastic, wasn't it? Because using our MF tape and Super Ninja web, you can comfortably making those shoe pouches and Bonbori cases regardless of your sewing experiences, because you don't have to be scared of sewing your zippers anymore, and because MF tape will stick those materials and zippers beforehand. Great, like probably you feel like sewing more zippers from today. You feel like start making those projects right now, because that's a fabulous and fast projects and you can mass produce and then give away. So let's go through the products for these projects. For these Ohana shoe pouches, the kit is always a good place to start because you can comfortably make one of those shoe pouches using this kit. Has got everything included. Price is $24. But remember, we have a Christmas sales going on. Every single products are at least 20% off. So like you see, you can make the most of this opportunity. But are you just happy with making one of those? What about if you have a sister and mother? you want to give away like this shoe patches with. The kit of 3 is always good because you can comfortably make 3 shoe patches and you saved a lot. You don't have to pay $72. Actually, it's $48. So it's like you get one kit for free. So like it's $48. It's 33% off. What about the this fantastic Bonbori case? We've been using the 10 centimeter of the zippers. The kit is $18 and you can comfortably make one of those. Again, kit of 3 is available. Instead of you paying for $54, the price is $36. So it's 33% off. You are saving $18. Do you want to have everything together? Would you like to save more? We have a special bundle packages available for you. You can get all of those. You can comfortably make up to 8 shoe pouches and also 8 Bonbori cases using your own fabrics. Plus, you have all the nifty ninja notions we introduced in this workshop. Everything is included. That's really fantastic, isn't it? Let's have a look what's inside. Kit of 3 shoe pouches. You can comfortably make 3 shoe pouches straight away. Plus, kit of 3 Bonbori cases. Yeah, so like you can make 3 Bonbori cases. You have an extra 5 pieces of 12 centimeter zippers for the shoe pouches, so you can make extra 5 shoe pouches using your own fabrics, and 5 extra zippers for Bonbori cases, so you can make 5 extra Bonbori cases using your own fabrics. You can make 8 shoe pouches and 8 Bonbori cases using your own fabrics. Extra MF tape is also included in. Would you like to use more of a 25 meters included in this bundle? So let's just say, yeah, well, you got lots of leftover, so double-sided MF tape. And also, this Super Ninja Web, would you like to use more of those? This is really fantastic because you can keep not only the fusing your outside and lining, which is really handy, but like you can keep stacking the fabrics and then just make it stronger. Yeah, 30 by 90 centimeters are also included in this bundle. And also, have you seen those fantastic nifty ninja notions for your hand sewing? Ninja needle grabber, you don't need to touch even your needles anymore, because like this you can push it through and pull it through, and no more using pair pliers or no more using teeth. Yeah, so these ones really great. Like if you haven't seen this, you just met your best friend forever today. 24 ninja needles. Yeah, that's the sharpest needles ever in Japan. Any fitty needlework like this, I highly recommend you to use one of those, because every single Japanese famous artisans has been using these ninja needles, because you can pick like really small details, and also that's a heavy duty materials, and also like you gather up 2 ends of Bonbori cases. Yeah, so these things are included in this show bundle. And plus, you have an option to include this Camphor Ninja Timber. Yeah, that's really fantastic. Did you see we've been using steam iron, and just you suck the heat with this Camphor Ninja Timber, and because it sucks the steam from the steam ironing, you're going to start enjoying your beautiful aroma lifted in your sewing room. How great is this? If you don't include your Ninja Timber, the total value of this special bundle packages is $264. But the special price for you today is $159. You are saving $105, and that's 40% off. That's really fantastic deal. Because we are doing the Christmas sale, so like we are doing our best to you know. So please don't miss out this opportunity. If you want to include your Ninja Timber Camphor Laurel, the total value of the products are $309. Special price for you today is $184. You are saving $125 and 40% off. Wow, we can't do this anymore. Yeah, okay, so just grab it. Like just if you want to make 8 shoe pouches and 8 Bonbori cases, and you want to get all of those nifty ninja notions we covered in this workshop all together, just jump on, because like we have only 10 packages available. So you can see the link like just on your email. If you can't find anything, like that means that's sold out. And also, if you want to watch this video again, like you just, well, this videos is not gonna be available for forever. Probably you feel like just, watch this tutorial while you're sewing. Why not signing up Masterclass Ninja Video Tutorial Library? You see, we have all the special tutorials for many other projects. You have unlimited access to those step-by-step tutorial videos. You can watch it anytime. You can watch, stop, rewind, and watch again while you're sewing. You can peer over Master Sensei's shoulder, and you can copy their moves exactly. And then just that will be the shortcut for you to become an excellent sewer, stitching like a talented Japanese artisan. How great is that? And the good news is, just at the moment you got a 2 months free trial. So like just you can jump on, just click on and then just sign up, and then just you got a special 2 months trial. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the days for 2020. And yeah, we have fantastic news to start with in next 2021.